to separate the men from the boys, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. Best verse can't allow my intro. Word to blood, daddy. This time is for taking. Time steady ticking. Food supply getting lower and these diapers getting expensive.
Wow, what up? It's your boy E with Boxing Profits. Bringing that toe-to-toe value that's undisputed in this industry. Hey, I'm going to get straight to the point right here, you dig? The Charlo Brothers, the Charlo Twins, after their great performance against Jason Rosario and Sergey Derevchenko, respectfully, they're still being dragged through the mud. All the fuss is about Rosario took a dive and Derevchenko was all washed up, right? He basically was GGG's leftovers and blah, 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 all this bullshit, right? So the discrediting and the bashing is already in the boxing universe, and I'm about to put an end to it right now, okay? So, not only is the Charlo's disrespect amongst various fans or whatever you call them, fanboys of whoever, you know, but it's also hitting the boxing news sites, right? And it's terrible disrespect how they not only disrespecting Jermell with blatant, pure disrespect, okay? I mean, it's this front page action through the Ring and Golden Boy, okay? So Ring Magazine, when you go on to their site, is front page material, okay? Extra, extra, read all about it, all right? Where Jermell Charlo was X'd out of the Ring rankings, okay? And he was replaced by his twin brother Jermall, okay? So this does two different things. This is two layers of disrespect, okay? I already know what you fanboys are going to say. I already know what you idiots are going to say. Oh, man, you know, they're identical twins. And you know, that's a common mistake. And, you know, I get the twins mistaken all the time and blah, blah, blah. And these guys, you know, they just made a simple mistake. Let me stop right there, okay? First of all, that if you're thinking like that, you're the one being biased, okay? It's because everybody knows that the Charlo Twins are different, okay? They have different names. They're different fighters. They have different styles, okay? They were born at different times. We could go on and on with this one, okay? You know, they're in different weight classes, okay? They have different titles. Everything about them is different, okay? So, the only thing that's the same about them is their last name, all right? So, Ring is taking the pleasure in disrespecting Jermell and Jermall. It's because it's a twofold issue here, okay? Number one, not only did they disrespect Jermell and just took him off of the rankings. Let's cover that real quick, okay? So we all know that Jermell Charlo, after his dominant win over Jason Rosario, to become the Ring, Lineal, WBC, WBA, IBF, and IBO champion, right? I mean, this guy has all of the titles but one. So who's the other guy that has the title? And that's THIER out in South America, okay? And he's babysitting that title, and he's with who? He's with Golden Boy, okay? So it's no coincidence for you fanboys, okay, that the owner of Ring Magazine is Xing out Jermell Charlo from the Ring ratings, right? Okay? And their fighter, THIER, okay, is holding on to that WBO title. Now, he's coming out here making all this noise, saying that he wants Jermell Charlo and blah, blah, blah. What was all this noise before Charlo won, okay? This guy was quiet as a church mouse for years, okay? This guy has held on and babysat that title and was just, basically, just grooming the WBO title, okay? Just keeping it on his own little island down there in South America. Not to mention he already got whacked, okay, by what's his face? Curtis Stevens a couple of years ago, okay? So don't let's not even go there, okay? But the whole point of this thing is that this is blatant. This is Golden Boy and Ring working together to basically humiliate Jermell Charlo, to discredit him, okay? And this is what goes on in boxing. This is a common thing, this discrediting, and this is blatant now. This is pure blatant disrespect, okay? This is no coincidence here, because I'm going to tell you why. Not only did they X Jermell Charlo off of the rankings, okay, but they replaced him with his brother on the front page, okay? This is front page news, all right? So not only is that disrespectful to both twins, but let me tell you how it's disrespectful to Jermall. We all know that Jermall just called out center bum Canelo Alvarez, okay? So it's no coincidence that they're going to take Jermall out of the middle rank rankings, right? Actually, they split Jermall in two, excuse me, and they put him in the junior middleweight rankings. So what does this does to the psychology of the decaf fanboy, right? They're going to look at that who doesn't know any better, and they're going to automatically associate that Jermall Charlo is actually a junior middleweight. Why does he have to fight Canelo Alvarez and he's in the junior middleweight division? Then these idiots come down to our comment section and then we'll have to correct them. So I'm just using this video as a sweeping correction, okay? That is blatant for both guys. So not only are you discrediting Jermell Charlo, but you're discrediting Jermall Charlo as well. You done reduced this guy. You done debunked him all the way down into the junior middleweight division. No disrespect to the junior middleweight division, but Jermall Charlo is a champion at the middleweight division, okay? So get it right. All these other boxing sites got it right. And you know, let me touch on that one real quick, okay? Because y'all talk about bias this and bias that. Everybody's biased, okay? You have your favorite fighters. I have my favorite fighters. Let's not play this stupid bias, facts bullshit, okay? It's because I read all of the boxing news sites. I don't just have one that I go to, okay? I don't have one favorite like the boxing scene. Everybody gets their information from boxing scene or boxing news 24 or world boxing news, etc., etc., okay? No disrespect to those guys. I'm not paid by them or any way for advertisement revenue for promoting them. I'm just saying that that's usually where a lot of people get their information from, okay? And there's all these other sites that I read personally. Every day I take the time in the morning when I'm sipping my coffee, I'm going through every boxing site to read what's going on in the boxing universe, okay? So how can you accuse me of being biased and I'm sitting here telling you right now this is what I do every single day, okay? This is what I've been doing for years now. So you dealing with somebody who knows what the fuck they're talking about, okay? So I said all that to say is this. All these other boxing sites got it right. All the rest of them know the difference. Why does Golden Boy and Ring Magazine, why they the only dun-dun-duns out here that's being blatantly disrespectful, right? It's because it's clear, right? Golden Boy has an invested interest in disrespecting both of the Charlo twins. It's clear as broad daylight, okay? And y'all gonna say, I already know what you gonna say, man. Y'all decaps are gonna say, oh, you're a fanboy. Oh, this is a common mistake. Oh, that's an editorial mistake and that's common and blah, blah, blah. Since when has it become common? Since when? Jermell Charlo has always been represented in the ring. Now, all of a sudden, he's the ring champion, and y'all just axe him out and put Jermall Charlo up there. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's clear disrespect, okay? So all the fuss was about that leading up to the fight was that Jason Rosario was going to beat Jermell Charlo into submission, right? All these fanboys was flooding my comment section, you know what I'm saying he was going to beat him into submission. And then what y'all was saying, that Jermall Charlo, he was going to get outclassed and outfoxed and outthought, right? That Sergey Derevchenko was going to take him to boxing school, right? And that he was going to confuse, the monkey brain, Jermall Charlo, and he was going to be all extra smarter than him and blase blah, and he's a technician, and Jermall Charlo is just this gorilla King Kong monkey. He's going to go in there with brute force and try to, well, we already know what the end result of that shit was. That was a whole bunch of bullshit. And this is the sad subconscious boxing narrative for a lot of these boxing sites. Well, if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you, okay? It's because this here, okay? This here is the cherry on the top. This is the sprinkles, okay? This is the value in all of this, all right? So here they are blatantly disrespecting the Charlo twins, right? But you can see here, right here, that they got it right with the Klitschko brothers, right? And the Klitschko brothers were in the same division, okay? Different names, same brothers, okay? Same division, but mysteriously, miraculously, they got their ratings right. But they can't get the Jermall Charlo and Jermell Charlo ratings right in their magazine. What? Man, get out of here. See, you're right. You're right. See, a lot of you all out there saying that, I'm being biased, this and biased, man, whatever, okay? You right in the regards because I'm being biased for what's right, okay? I'm being just and biased for what's right. There's a lot of shit that's going down in this game. This is blatant disrespect. And I'm not going to go as far as saying it's racism, okay, because I can't take it there. For all of you, sensitive those ex-racists or whatever you are. Y'all don't like people talking about racism and things like that. It makes you feel uncomfortable, okay? But you have to step out of your comfort zone and look at this thing in its totality. See, I can see through the bullshit. This is clear, broad daylight. When y'all got it right with the Klitschko Brothers, right? And the Klitschko Brothers are always mentioned as the greatest heavyweights to ever live. And y'all trying to trash the Charlo Twins, right? Y'all trying to bash and trash them and discredit them every which way, shape, form, and fashion. Not only are you fanboys trashing and discrediting them, but you have these Ring Magazine. Ring Magazine has been around for the past, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I know that they've been around for the past, 50 years or more, right? 50 plus years, if not 60, okay? So it's a well sought after boxing news site, right? It's a publishing company for boxing that fans go to get good information. And when they see this, what are they going to do? They're going to just be like, okay, well, the Ring is disrespecting these guys. Clearly, they don't like them, so we're not going to like them too, and that's sad. So the same way that Riddick Bowe threw that WBC belt in the trash, the same way that Canelo Alvarez took that WBC title, wiped his ass with it, and threw it in Mauricio Suleiman's face when he made him the mandatory to fight Gennady Golovkin, okay, a couple of years ago. It's the same way that Jermell Charlo needs to do that stupid-ass Ring Magazine championship too, if it's going to be this blatant, obvious disrespect. And then you got GGG ranked higher than Jermall Charlo in the rankings, when we all know that Jermall Charlo has been Canelo Alvarez's WBC mandatory since 2017, right? What the fuck has Gennady Golovkin done? What has he done in these past fucking couple of years, man? Jermall Charlo has been trying his absolute best to fucking chase down Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin, and they all ducked him, and y'all can see it clear as broad daylight. Not only did they X Jermell Charlo out of the pot, but they're trying to reduce Jermall Charlo and put this man in a whole nother division, right? Right, it's sad, bro. And this is the reductionist point of view when it comes to the sport of boxing. And I have a serious problem with this bullshit. It's because it's blatant, right in front of your eyes, clear as daylight. And we all know that Golden Boy has a racist history, considering their emails and how they felt about Al Heyman and PBC fighters. Need I say more? Well, anyway, let me see how you guys feel about this in the comment section below. I already know what the majority of you man fans, whatever the fuck y'all are, I already know what the majority of y'all gonna say is, oh, it's a comment thing. They're identical twins. You're stretching this out. You're reaching, bro. Man, get the fuck out of here when I just proved that they got it right with the Klitschko brothers, but they can't get it right with the Charlo brothers when there's an invested interest in disrespecting them. There's an extra interest in humiliating them, and this is clear humiliation in every way, shape, form, or fashion. And we're going to see how Golden Boy responds to this. Not only Golden Boy, but we're going to see if Golden Boy steps up and allow their fighters to get fucking waxed. They'll allow their fighters to go to the guillotine in the ring to be one of the Charlo brothers at some time here in the near future, because I doubt that that's ever going to happen, considering the circumstances that we're all paying attention to and observing at this point in time right now in history. Okay, so let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section below. Come down in my comment section with common sense. It's your boy E with Boxing Profit, signing out to the next one. Holla at your boy 100. Whoop, out.